Hey traders, how are you doing? This is Rick with Hit and Run Candlesticks. Hey, just a quick reminder that on our pre-market chat here, if you would like to get this in a more timely manner, subscribe to our YouTube channel and click that bell. You'll be notified. It's absolutely free, no cost to you whatsoever. It's just something we do here at Hit and Run Candlesticks. So remember, subscribe and then click that bell. If you have subscribed and you have not clicked the bell, you will not be notified. So if you've subscribed and you're not getting notifications, go over there and click that bell, and that'd be great. Also, leave comments. I sure appreciate it. If you like what we do, throw a thumbs up there. If you would like to talk about things that need to be changed, leave us a comment down there, okay? Thanks a lot, everybody. I'll be back here in just a sec with some charts, and we'll talk about the markets. Well, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for being here on this Friday, April 1st, 2022. I sure appreciate you guys all being here so early. Hey, today we don't have any trade ideas unless you have some, and I'll certainly be glad to look at a few things you have out there. Sometimes we do that on Friday. But I would like to look at the market. Let's talk about that, and really for the next 15 minutes, anything you'd like. So if you've got some trades, toss them out there. We'll see what we can do. So yesterday we continued our downtrend on the SPY here from a couple of days ago. It looks like we're opening up. We'll call it an inside day at the moment here. We are closing up or opening up right about the T line here, and the Trendicator is still trending up right now. We are above the 200 period moving average, which is right here, and we're above the 50 period moving average, which is right here. So far in the chart, it really just kind of looks to me like we have a simple little pullback. That's what it looks like anyway. Nothing here has changed the trend by my measurement, nothing at all. So we'll continue to watch that. If we do start to come down and we break through some of this, what I would call better support area, then we will certainly be looking at some shorts. There are shorts out there that can be taken. You know, you want to be careful trading when the market is actually trending up, and it is trending up based on my rules, the way I look at it. Oh yeah, hey, speaking of rules, today here in the Hit and Run Candlestick Trading Room, we're going to be talking about rules. In fact, today's the day that we set up this during the week earlier. Everybody, if you could just toss out a rule later on, not right now. Maybe a trading rule that you use, and we're going to add it to our little book that we have, and I'll be sending that book out to you guys too here in a little bit. I've got the link for it, and I'll get it out there to you. So it's just very helpful for some people to have some rules that some people use. They can be just a simple generic rule. It can be something that's tied to a particular chart pattern. Really, it's for you to share, and we'll get it put in that book that we have. So, all right, let's take a look at the diamonds. DIA. Diamonds seem to be, it looks like they're just a little bit flatter to me. They didn't quite move up quite as much. But if you look right here, it's still doing what it should be doing. The Trendicator is still green. We're still there. And let's see here. Here's the 50 period moving average, and here is the 200. So the 200s, we're actually below that right now. Maybe that, I'll look at this in a bullish sense, then we'll look at it in a bearish sense. So maybe this pullback, buyers find a little bit of support in here. You can see right through here where the buyers push those sellers out of the way, and that's right in that area here. Buyers push the sellers out of the way, and that's what got us up here. So now we're back testing. The big $64,000 question is, are we going to hold in here? I'm not going to predict. I'm just going to watch the price action and watch the chart, and that will tell me everything that I need to know. Absolutely everything. So, in a perfect world, would sure like to see that pop up there. For the, let's do this too. There we go. You can see that we're above that trend line as well. Now, the Trendicator here, if we start to see price action head below that, that's going to give me some concern, no doubt about it. That'll give me concern, and that will actually open up to retesting these bottoms down here. Something that could happen, assuming that something like this happens, we could see a little rally up, which, to tell you the truth, that would actually be a very choice area for getting into some shorts up here. So, and that would be what we would call a red ice failure, or failure of the 200 period moving average there. What else? IWM is out here, IWM, and let's get rid of that. We don't need that. You can see that Trendicator is still green, still working. We have a very simple chart where we've rallied up, we've pulled back and test for a higher low, we've rallied to a higher high, and we've come back to a higher low so far. So in any measurement of stock trading, that is a bullish trend. Any measurement whatsoever. A low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Now here's where it can go sideways. If we come back down in here and break this higher low right there, that's where things start to turn sideways. And that could be one of those. It absolutely could happen. And then we start moving down a little bit. We could certainly see a little rally and then back down to maybe test those lows in here. So transports. If you ask me, the transports are doing absolutely fabulous. Once here, let's get rid of that. There we go. Once again, the trend is there, and the trend is your friend. Trend is your friend, and the trend is working. We can see here that we've got this low to a high. We consolidated, made a higher low and a higher high and a higher low. Here we rallied up, and you can see we've made another higher high and a higher low. Again, in any trading measurement whatsoever, that is the sign of a bullish chart. Can it go sideways? Absolutely, it can go sideways. We come into here, we see some weakness, we start breaking that trend. Then maybe what we do is, do that rally up and then follow through. Now you've got a problem here. So I know there's a lot of speculation out there right now with the future of the market, future of the economy, things like that. If you're a long-term investor, it might have something to, maybe you can work with that. As a short-term swing trader, let's just follow the trend and let's let the economy take care of itself when the time comes. What else? Oh, let's peek at the VIX here. Peek at the VIX. We're still in a downtrend. All we have is a price action pop to the upside. Nothing here suggests this is some big reversal to the upside, not at all. We're oversold a number of days, so it just makes sense we get a little bit of a pop to the upside, and that's what we've got here. But overall, that trend is still down. Just like we've been looking at the market, what we're going to need to see is a low, a high, a higher low, and then a higher high. Now, we can certainly take advantage of those moves. We can take advantage of this move in here. But when it comes to trading and some of those basic rules that you just cannot ignore, and that low, high, higher low, higher high, that makes that the tradable bottom right there. And I'm really kind of guessing on that high. I'm just drawing a chart pattern here. Okay, I've got no idea if that's where the high is going to be, and I've got no idea if that's where the low is going to be, if it's actually going to be bullish. If it happens, that's just maybe what it might look like. And again, that will be the tradable bottom. Of course, a lot of people will be getting into here and playing those bottom picking games, and that's cool if it works out for you. It's absolutely cool. All right, and I've got a couple minutes. If anybody has any charts you want to take a look at. Amazon. So do you have a question about Amazon, Espo? What's your question? Make sure you ask your question. What's your question? Question. Oh, I apologize. Continued pullback. Well, here's the thing, okay? Trading is about, it's truly the easiest thing in the world when we stop guessing, okay? When we stop hoping, when we stop predicting. So your question, what was it? Continued pullback? Yes, unless you get a bullish candle. It's, with candlesticks, I'm looking at a candlestick chart, and I believe in candlesticks a huge amount. So, and I'm going to draw one candlestick in here, okay? I'm not saying that's what it's going to be, but just one. We will know that it stopped when we have a candlestick that stops it and you have follow through. Until then, trade the trend. And what is the trend doing for the past 3 days? 1, 2, 3, still moving down, right? It will move down until it's no longer moving down. Like right here, we moved up until it's no longer moving up. Predicting, is it going lower? That's just strictly predicting. Is it going to stop here? That's absolutely predicting. Let's wait for fact. Let's wait for fact. You want to be a good, solid trader. Look for those facts. And here's what, here's something you may be trying to do is catch that bottom perhaps, or maybe you're looking for a short to take it down. I don't know. I know we always want to buy at the lows. I've never met a trader that makes a steady diet of buying candles like this long and that are still in the business. I've been in the business coming up on 35 years. And what's kept me in the business is letting price action tell me what to do. Don't guess at it. And there's times I do that, and I always get my tail end handed to me every single time. So let's let price action work. Now, with that said, I think, and I'm just going to use my Trendicator here. That's all I'm going to use until I find something better. That's what I'm going to do. And we still have green dots. So this is still a bullish chart to me. It's just having a simple little pullback, some profit taking in it. So we will wait and see what happens here. If it continues down and it breaks down, then I'll have a very different attitude toward it and the market probably. However, if it comes down into here and then starts bouncing up, now look at that chart pattern you've got there. You've got a nice bullish chart pattern. So let's wait for price. Wait for price. Let's see, Jason is asking thoughts on ACRE. That's a bullish chart. I like that. So here we have a nice trend. I'm not doing anything I haven't done with any of the charts, just using the Trendicator here. We had a very simple pullback, gap down. Might have been painful for somebody, no doubt, but it's part of the game. It's what happens. And now we're starting to come back up. So right now I would have to look at this as a bullish chart, which I would do that anyway because of the trend. Now it becomes possibly a buyable chart. Just watch your, watch your breakout there. You're going to need that to make some money. What was the other one here? Hey, Val, Coke. Yeah, Coke, same scenario. Let's do this. I'm going to go ahead and draw a line right here. Just put a line at these tops so you can see them. And then there's our trend starting. We've come down, price action. We came down to the dotted deuce. If you guys can see that little line right there, that's what I call the dotted deuce. We use that very heavily on intraday charts, and it is a very important line in the rounded bottom breakout. So here we've come down. Who cares about that? Let it slop around. Here we've come up, and look how we consolidated right there. What a great place to have bought if you're, if you're interested in buying these sort of areas. Just the fact it's not quite a pop out of the box. Well, I don't know. I'm going to say it is. Yeah, I'm going to say it is. I was really looking for one more day to the side here, but hey, I'm good with that. And look how we've run up. We stopped up here, just like we're supposed to do. A lot of traders looks at this as, oh, failure. Oh, Coke is junk. It's failure. Not true. Price action tests resistance, just like it tests support. The trend says we're trending up. Now, I'm going to look at this as a positive trade and look at when price action finds a crack in that top. When they find a crack in that top, it'll go through it. Now, from there, we'll look for that setup right in here. And of course, there's nothing wrong with buying it in here as long as you have that stop. I mean, if you feel the market is your market, that's important. If you feel the market is your market, if you feel that defensive stocks is the name of the game right now, then this is, man, a big one on the watch list. And I absolutely agree, by the way. Great looking chart. Now it's just a matter of finding that crack to break out and having it, having it at your fingertips. That's where I use the trading alert, live trading alerts, is I can put it on a watch list and it will alert me when we're making bullish candle, new day high. I can even be alerted breaking out of these highs over here. There's a J hook alert in there that you could set that up to do that. So what have we here? Let's see. You're welcome, Espo. Appreciate it. Thanks. Good morning, Fred, Jason. Hey, Doug. How are you? Ed. Hi. Val, how about we talk about the dotted deuce? That's this right here. A little bit after the market opens. That's that dotted line. How about we talk about that? Okay. I need to cut it off pretty quick, but I will definitely talk about that intraday and the rounded bottom breakout. That's a very important line there. So, all right, let's shut her down here. Oh, I'm going to go back to the SPY, just see what we got. And I'm going to turn that real time back on. There we go. Yeah, we're kind of holding here. Now, this is, the Trendicator is my trend. Is it, should it be for everybody? Not necessarily. Is it an official trend line, like something like that? If that's an official trend line, no, it's not like that. I simply look for that Trendicator trending like this, and then I wait for the price action chart pattern to set up for a buy. If it doesn't set up, don't buy. If it goes below that line, then it's not a long, could definitely be a short. If it stays above that line and just kind of bops around a little bit, it could be setting up for that long trade. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Happy Friday. We'll see you here back in the room in about 20 minutes, okay? Take care, and thank you very much. Appreciate it.